Welcome. We are here for another edition of FemmePowerment with me, Taylor Rene. We are so excited for today's episode. I can't even tell you. I know we have some amazingness sitting right here. I'm going to introduce her in a second. And then I have another special guest that just makes my heart so happy. So sit back, relax. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to bring you into the conversation and welcome you to discuss all things women, supportive women, and female culture. So again, this is FemmePowerment. My name is Taylor Rene. I am so excited to be here for this episode, and I want you to really enjoy yourselves. So excuse me while I squeeze. Squeeze. You know, it's tight over here. We're going to squeeze. I'm in. And we're going to welcome my beautiful friend, Miss V.
Hi guys. Hello. Yeah, here we are, all of us together. Ooh, this is a lot of sexy on the
I know, it's so sexy and fun. Like I said, we have some awesomeness right now sitting on this amazing couch, and we are going to talk first to the lovely Sarah Tyree. This has been so long in the making and coming. Like, my heart's happy. I've been talking about, thinking about. So, how do you feel?
I'm excited, nervous, all the things, but I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, look at you.
I'm just a normal person. It's fine. I'm just a normal person.
I mean, I get that, but like you just do so much for the community, which I want to get into. So,
Let's do
getting
it.
ahead of myself.
Let's do it.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so short version. I'm an Arizona native. I grew up here, and I grew up in a very white household, which we might dive into, we might not.
Yeah.
But I ended up in the foster care system when I was 15.
Okay.
And a lot of things happened, but eventually I went into kinship care. So somebody within my family was able to take custody of me. I joined the military when I was 17.
Oh, we have so much in common.
Girl, it's a love-hate, isn't it? Yes.
Arizona native, went to the military, 17. Go ahead. Got you.
Some not awesome things happened, so I ended up leaving, and I felt like if there was any career that I was going to do, it was going to be a social worker, because I wanted to right all of the wrongs that my caseworker did and probably did to other families.
Yeah, I feel that.
And so I did my undergrad in Tennessee. I wasn't ready to do one-on-one work.
Yeah.
So I decided I wanted to do macro work, which is in our field, it's policy.
Okay.
So I was the very first social worker to ever do their internship with the Tennessee General Assembly, which is their version of the legislature.
That's amazing.
Yes, it was crazy. They didn't know what to do with me. But it was such an experience, and it was my first look at policy and my first look at bills.
Yes.
And ultimately, I ended up deciding, like, one day I'm going to run for office, and kind of like tried to live my life under a rock for a decade. And then some more things happened that led me here.
I couldn't live in politics because I'm too scary.
Yeah, girl. We should drink to that.
Right.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of feel like your life isn't your own sometimes?
Literally the day that I announced that I was running in the 2020 cycle, my life has not been my own since then. The public now owns me. So, for sure.
So there's certain things you just can't do, can't say.
I think traditional politics would say that, but I don't subscribe to that channel. I stir all the pots, and I cause all the trouble, and I want to be my authentic self, which is a unmarried, childless, gay Black woman who wants all the things. So, we talk about it.
So you're in politics, I'm in pageantry. But through pageantry, once that crown is on my head, people think they can come for my life.
Oh, she took a bite of a McDonald's burger in her crown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she wore her crown. I'm like, what? You have two people? Jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, so I get that. I get it.
Yes.
So tell us about running for state senate.
Yeah. So to tell you that story, I have to go back a little bit.
Okay.
In 2017, I lived in Utah, which I don't recommend for probably any of our viewers. And I worked as the legislative liaison for the Utah Domestic Violence Coalition. So it was my job to have their policy team and write bills and testify in committee hearings and all the things that I really love to do. But I ended up experiencing my own domestic violence where I nearly lost my life to that person. I lost my job. I lost my housing. I was homeless for 6 months, living in my car, sometimes my storage unit, couch surfing. It was a lot of fun.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Yeah. And you know, I am a service-connected veteran, which means I'm legally disabled and the VA takes care of me. Super air quotes.
We are twins. Twinning. Now we add domestic violence. Now we add veteran. Go ahead.
Girl, all the things. So it took them 4 months to give me healthcare. And so like here I am suffering from Stockholm syndrome, PTSD, like I'm not eating, I'm homeless, all the things. And I just don't understand that. I don't understand it. It should not be that way.
Yeah.
Let me not sidetrack. So ultimately when I ended up stabilizing, I said, if me and my privilege is I'm an educated woman. My profession nonetheless is a social worker, which it's my job to navigate the system. And I am a service-connected veteran, so I have healthcare.
Right.
If it was that hard for me to get the help that I needed, then what? Can I cuss?
Yes.
Okay, what the fuck was it like for people who had less than me?
Yeah.
Like truly.
Yeah.
And so I said, I want to start getting involved with my community. I want to run for office. And I went to my first meeting with zero intention of running. And our LD chair, which is the person who oversees like our big neighborhood, said that they didn't have any candidates. And before my brain and my body connected, my arm shot up and it was like, that's not true, I'm running for office. That's literally how that happened. I had zero intention of doing any of that, but that is how that
drop.
went. Yes. Yes, girl.
Wow.
So divine timing, right?
That's beautiful.
So I was 2020. I ran in a very red district, a very Trump-esque district, with all of the things that we talked about. And then, you know, George Floyd was murdered. And Arizona's own Deion Johnson was murdered the exact same day by a state trooper who shouldn't have been on duty because he had 13 protective orders against him for not only like beating his spouse, but tasing his dog with his service weapon. He shouldn't even have been on duty. Deion Johnson should be alive today. So
I'm gonna take this necklace off.
all the things happened.
Oh, my earrings.
But seriously,
Yeah.
seriously.
No, this is terrible.
And for the county attorney's office to not prosecute or find that officer at fault, his mother just is suffering such a loss. And so we rallied and we had 3,000 people at our very first rally march all the way around downtown, down to the Capitol, demanding justice. We formed the Unity Collective out of that. And we made a lot of headway within a six month like time span that a lot of organizations haven't been able to do in years.
Wow.
So, you know, we're here. We are here. We're Black. We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Right.
And truly, I just feel like if people don't want us at the table, then we'll just fucking make our own table. So, yes.
I think we're like 15 things in of similarity, scratching my head.
But it's so hard not to, because as Black women, like this is just the life that society wants to deal us, right? Like, so it's not surprising that we have so many things in common. I can't wait to hear your story because we've already started talking about that and we're just like,
Yeah.
You know, so
this is exactly why I wanted to do this show, because okay, so for almost 12 years I lived in Blythe, so I was driving back and forth. I know. I still
I'm
commute
sorry.
there. I still commute. My kids, got little kids. But every time I would come here to perform, it would be like Taylor Rene way over there in the corner. Yes, you can pay to play, do this, do that, get involved in the community, but you are going to be with the zero crowd, pay the most, the least amount of people in the smallest amount of space. And so I would start making my own lane and my own table, only to get like shot down and belittled and cussed out. And I'm like, why are we such a threat? So I said, you know what? When I won this title, Miss Gay United States Femme Fatale, I wanted to create a platform to love on each other. Yeah. And so, I've connected with Miss Bean. We did some awesome work together at a fashion show. I want to love on women, and now we know each other and we're on each other's radar. Every single episode that we do, someone else is on the additional radar for something of importance that all of these women are doing right here in the community. So I love that. So there were some bullet points that you sent me that I wanted to cover. Let's talk about Canna.
Let's talk about Canna.
Is this the one that's going to enrage me?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's always segues, right? Because there's intersections of things that happen. But so last cycle in 2020, Arizona finally passed Prop 207, which legalized recreational marijuana. And a lot of things came out of it that were wonderful, right? Like we have expungements for marijuana cases now. Are there still a ton of people sitting in jail specifically for Canna? Yes.
So sad and ridiculous.
Are there still people waiting to have their records expunged for Canna? Yes. Mm-hmm. So we definitely have work to do, but it's there and it's codified now, so it's law.
So do you need and I'm sorry if I'm naive about it, but people ask me all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. Do you need a medical marijuana card to have possession of any Canna?
No, you don't need one, but it's more beneficial to you in the sense of, one, you definitely get discounts if you have your card. And when we purchase those cards, I do have mine, those tax dollars go back to the community.
Okay, so that's cool.
So it is beneficial, but you don't have to have one now.
So if you get pulled over now and you have it in your car, what happens?
They're probably going to see how much you have. And I think as of right now, the law says that you are allowed to carry like an ounce. Like that's it. Yeah. Anything over that is considered a felony. So obviously that's one of those things. Yeah. Anything over an ounce in Arizona is considered a felony. So that obviously is one of those things that we need to expand. Like, why is it so low? But, when certain people, certain genders. I'm here for it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
That's okay. So there are probably maybe 3 candidates in the entire state who are openly discussing being pro-Canna. I myself am one of them. You have Julie Gunnagle, who is running for Maricopa County Attorney. And she's the person who essentially gets to charge people or not charge them. So when you get your ballot in, they're probably going to go out in October.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, they're probably going to go out in October for the general election. She doesn't have a primary. She's the only person in her party that's running for county attorney. Okay. So in October, when you get your ballot in the mail, because hopefully everybody is a mail-in voter, Julie Gunnagle is the one that you want to vote for, because she is going to make sure not only that people who are smoking and following the rules aren't going to be prosecuted, and that includes DCS families who have prescriptions from their doctors, still get their children taken away, right? Like she's there to protect and fight for us.
So we need the community to vote for Julie
Gunnagle.
And when do we vote?
Yeah, so the Arizona primary, which means So myself, I will have a primary race because there's another Democratic candidate running in the same seat that I'm running for. Our election starts July 6th. That's when ballots get mailed out.
Okay.
And the election day is August 2nd. So then whoever wins from the primary election will go on to the general election in November.
Okay.
And those ballots
5 days before my birthday. I won't forget. August 2nd. 5 days before my birthday.
Reparations. Send them reparations, y'all. So,
yes.
Okay.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the free mental health care? Because we're starting actually with this episode, it's called the Mental Health Minute, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But why don't you talk to us a little bit about, because I'm really passionate about mental health.
So, we talked a little bit about my past of like how I grew up, ending up in the foster care system, being in the military, all the things that we experienced. Mental health is just so important to me. I'm a therapist. I specifically serve like our community. It's important for people of color to really dive into therapy and just be healthy, right?
Yes.
And to have access to that. And so right now, for a lot of people, they don't have access to it because it's so expensive. I literally, on my way here, was having a call with a therapist about couples therapy, and she's like, I charge $250 a session. Girl, bye. Who is charging $250?
What?
So I don't have that, and I'm a therapist myself. I don't charge my clients that. I charge my clients $80. They get 4 rounds, like all the things, right? So because there are so many people who are in need of therapy and can't afford it, what I want to do is make it accessible to everybody. So when we go for our women's exam or our brothers go for their prostate exam, those are considered preventative care by the insurance companies, which means there's no copay. Therapy should be the same way, and we can make it that way here in Arizona.
Agreed.
So when I get into office, because girl, we need to get elected, right? We're gonna make therapy free because it should be. Yes.
I love you.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When I was in the military, I had a crazy situation happen to me. I'm disabled for the rest of my life as well, but I was raped in the military, and my assailants did get prison time, thank God. But in order for me to get that, like, the battalion came at me. We had to get the NAACP involved. They tried to bury me, strip me of my rank, put me in 5150 mental health or mental facility, and leave me with nothing. But
so common though. Like, it's so common. So one, I want to say thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that. And two, me too. And not just once, it was multiple times. And it took me 8 years to get my service connection just for the MST alone. And they needed me to prove, because my battalion didn't do their due diligence. What they did is they interviewed everybody, didn't write shit down, and we know if it's not documented, it didn't happen, right? So even though he got put into another unit with no discipline, he went and did it somewhere else. I got mandated to go to therapy, where I was told you have anxiety and depression. And oh, by the way, we don't acknowledge mental health in the military, so you need a waiver to stay in, or you got to get out. Right. So even though mine didn't look like yours, it's still victim shaming. It's still victim blaming.
Very much so. Very much so. Like, there was no fault on anybody but me. And no fault.
Shame on you for being a woman. Shame on you for being in that space. Shame on you for wearing whatever you did. Like,
that's so sad.
Yeah.
How can people get in touch with you in regards to your services?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you are interested in therapy, my website is intuitivetransformations.org. You can contact me there. There's a list of my services and what they look like.
I will be contacting.
Yay! I'm here for it. And if you are interested in about like campaign information, my website is Tyree4az.com, and that's the word for spelled out FOR.
So please make sure that you go to Tyree4az.com, because this is a hugely inspirational, powerful, and phenomenal woman, and I want to support you in everything that you're doing. But seriously, on the mental health tip, I'm gonna be like, can I lay on your couch?
Yes, girl. Come on. I got a beautiful Zen space. We do crystals. We do tarot readings. We do all the things.
In regards to what happened to us in the military, yes, we get free health care, and I have a therapist through the VA, but right now it's telehealth. It still hasn't recovered from COVID, so there's no personal interaction with my therapist at all. I feel like I've kind of slipped through the cracks, honestly. And then both between living in Blythe, California and going to Loma Linda, which is 3 hours away. Now I live in Phoenix to still have to go to Loma Linda, which is 5.5 hours away before I transfer my, if I wanted to just throw all of my care away and get even further lost in the cracks, I could be here getting treated in Arizona.
Yeah.
But it's scary to start over.
It is.
With a new therapist.
It is scary because you have to build that trust all over again. You have to tell your story all over again. There's no real continuity of care.
Right.
Right?
No, that's the word I was looking for. I don't have any continuity. So then I'm like posting on Facebook and people are like, Taylor, stop, take that down. You just keep your mental health on your social media.
Do you. If you listen, people tell me the same thing. I actually got shamed earlier this week for talking about, I'm just done with folks. Mm-hmm. If we don't share our story, what about the millions of other people who are struggling that feel like they're alone?
And it's so beautiful because every time I do share, there's going to be 1 or 2 people that are like, take that down, Taylor, blah, 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 what's going on
10
with you?
people in my
You're
DMs.
so negative.
Yes.
Then there's a plethora of people who are like, thank you for sharing. I'm going through the same thing. You're an inspiration. I appreciate what you said, blah, blah, blah. And so it's also to kind of let people know what's going on with you because they really don't know. Otherwise, phones are dry.
Well, transparency is so beautiful. Yeah. And we, I think, as Americans have really just gotten away from transparency and just talking about who we really are. Mm-hmm. When people ask me how I'm doing, let me tell you, you asked me how I was doing, so let me tell you. Want to know? Yes, absolutely. So for anybody who meets me in the future, don't ask me how I'm doing if you're really not ready for the response because I'm going to give you an honest one. Excuse me.
Yes. I'm quick to say I'm okay, and then they'll say, "Would you guys like some water?" We got cocktails. I'm quick to say I'm okay, and they'll say, "Just okay?" Yeah, because I know once I start diving in, then they're like,
I got a text message. I gotta go.
It's not worth it. But shout out to those that do listen and do allow you to vent and get yourselves out. We need to spend more time together.
I think so.
This is what we're like.
I think
magnet.
Yes. I was so excited when Reggie was like, "You need to meet my girl." All the things, and literally 30 minutes later, we was like, "Hey, you." Hey. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I want to have you back, especially as it gets closer to the election and keep pushing and reminding people to vote. And then we'll have you back again once you win and get in that office because we have to let the people know. And the show's doing well. It's getting out to the people, so I'm proud.
Can I tell you real quick before I hop off?
Absolutely.
So when elected, I will be the 5th Black woman state senator Arizona has ever had. Only the 5th. In our state's entire history. And the 4th person, her name was Leah Landrum Taylor. She pushed forward kinship care. So she made it acceptable for kids who were in foster care to stay with their family. So she passed that bill that allowed me to get out of a group home and go live with families. So she's literally the reason that I'm still here today.
Wow.
And now I get to follow in her footsteps and be the next Black state senator. Yeah.
Will you be, or what number will you be has anyone been a Black female gay representative before?
No.
You'll be the first.
I'll be the first.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Girl, and let's also, real quick, I will also probably be the first openly poly legislator in the state.
Up.
So. Tyree for AZ, y'all. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
You just might find yourself on another show within South by
Okay.
C60. Because there is a show that is diving into the poly.
Let's
Guess
talk
what?
about it.
Guess
Let's
what?
talk about it.
Poly pansexual right here. This is my twin.
I
This is my
love
twin.
you.
My twin. I can't. Oh,
yes.
okay. There we go.
It's crazy. It's so crazy how connections work. Phoenix is a big little city, a little big. However you want to say it, we
Yeah.
always know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody,
Yes.
and it's like we were meant for each other.
Spirit animal.
Yes. Oh, wait, really?
Yes.
I've always said other people. Amanda Seals is my spirit animal, but if I'm yours, that makes me so happy.
Yes,
I'm
you're
so
mine.
honored.
You're mine.
Like, so get it together, Taylor.
It's
Come
hard.
on.
It's hard. I love it. Thank you for having me.
We were gonna switch places. We don't even need to switch places. You stay right there.
Okay. Get on in, girls. Get on in. Yes.
What would you say?
Oh!
Squeeze in. Let me just.
Wait.
Wait. We can do it.
Yay! Black love, y'all. Black love.
All day, every
Yes.
Black female love. It's amazing.
Yes.
Yes, we don't empower them.
All right, I got it together.
Miss Bean.
Miss Bean in the house.
Y'all over here sharing stories. Y'all be tearing up with these big ass eyelashes on. Y'all don't do me like
I know.
that. No, I'm
Like,
serious.
oh.
No, because just like what we was kind of, rapping about, you know what I'm saying? I kind of gave you my little testimony and how I was saying, like, it's really good that you can actually let our community let us know as a culture that it's okay to, talk to somebody about problems and issues and stuff.
Okay,
It doesn't always have to be the closest person to you or, the person, your boyfriend or your sister. No, it's good to talk to a stranger.
Yes.
Because little do you know, you'll feel more comfortable talking to a stranger than you would somebody who really knows you.
Right.
And so I'm very proud of you too. Let me give y'all flowers right now because I didn't even know. We didn't even touch on all that. Y'all saved a lot of it for the interview. So I sit back like,
My cheeks hurt.
no, seriously.
My cheeks hurt from just joy and pride and
It's a lot of beautiful,
Yeah.
Black, talented, independent women out here in Arizona. Like, we are like
We
super
grow.
winning though, right? I'm not gonna lie, we out here winning, y'all.
Yeah.
We are.
So let me give you your introduction because I just love you so much. Everybody, please welcome Miss Bean to the couch, the FemmePowerment couch.
Oh, I love it too. It's radiating a lot of beautiful energy and shit.
Yes.
I'm like, this is nice. I love it.
And this
Thank you
dress
so much.
is super fly.
Oh, I just threw something on,
You
know,
can
it's
just
kind of
leave it in
hip hop,
your whole
you know.
body.
I
know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, so
If
y'all,
it was
wait,
so
we
tight-
live, I will tell you.
If it were so tight in here, I would make you stand up, show off this little outfit. Cause
Yeah, I know, it is so something I just pulled out the closet, y'all. I've been, I'm working, everybody working on their summer bodies and shit, so I'm,
don't even.
no, we won't even do that. Too soon, my bad. But yeah, let me give you your flowers too, Taylor. I know I said a little bit to you, just how we, talk over the phone, but very proud of you, very proud of the show. Because everybody was talking about it,
Yeah.
and then right after, it just all started to lay out and, come into fruition, and now here I am.
So we are actually four episodes in. We are 5 episodes in, and you have actually been mentioned on every single episode
What?
that I've had so far.
I'm light skinned, don't make me blush.
Because my first
Don't do
episode
that.
was with Joy from TKG Clothing.
Oh yeah, shots out.
She, has your
That
whole
says-
back and your front. Second was
That's big sis for real.
Mikkel from Faces, and
Okay.
we talked
Oh,
about you because she was
yeah.
associated with Slave Fashion Show.
Yeah.
And then we also had your sister, Nisa.
oh yeah, I thought
on,
that y'all had a
so-
great interview. Y'all were just talking,
Yeah.
girl.
And then we had the recap show, and you were all over the recap show.
Really?
So, like, seriously, 5 shows in, here you are, and you were actually supposed to be on episode 1.
I really was, y'all. Got caught up moving and grooving. I called her up at 8:00. She's like, the show's over. No, we're done. I was like, oh, damn, I'm out here in these streets. But divine timing. So here I am now.
Yes.
And then what better way to be featured on this type of, segment?
I know.
Like, this is
It's
like,
so perfect.
that was a perfect thing.
Energy feels
Everything
good.
happens for a reason. It really
That's how I
does.
move. When people like, what you doing? I'm like, I don't know which way God is sending me today. Don't
Right?
ask me all that. Like her. She said, you really want to know how I'm doing? I don't think you really want to know.
So
It ran
you have
everything the
time.
fuck
I
down.
know, I
Yes.
know. So we collided together to do Dinks Fest, the
Mhm.
fashion show, the Dinks Fest, the event, and then
Yeah.
we created the Slay Fashion Show. Killed it, and
Yeah.
everybody wants to know when the next one is, and so I'm
I
just
know.
like,
I'm not gonna lie.
we gotta have
Sean,
a meeting
hey,
at the
even
moment.
DNRC was like, we got a fashion station. Y'all just get on here. I'm like, okay, well, wait, slow down. We gonna put it together.
Yeah.
I kind of let Taylor lead the way, because you really did open up that was like a new realm for me. Like I had never done anything like that.
I'm not
And for
working
you to
with
just
you.
embrace me with open arms and then just like you said,
Yeah.
like get to know and then like I'm texting her every day, like I'm just checking on you, girl, just saying
Yeah.
stuff pretty nice and love you, da da da. But it was an amazing event. And we were the only two females,
Only two females,
even afterwards,
only
that
two
got to
black
perform.
females, and then we ended up in the same similar black sheer
Girl,
outfit with the rhinestones
Girl.
everywhere, but I had a little.
no, but remember even how yours kind of had like the cloak and then mine had like the white, like it was like a real like I don't know what that was,
Yeah.
but we were super into it.
We're not talking about it. It was just a slight, small mention.
You had a
Oh,
Janet
it was a Janet Jackson moment.
I did.
Baby, well, me and you both, because remember I lost my pasties? Girl, I'm out there, nipples out, y'all. The photographer did an amazing job. He blew all of that out. I'm out here, nipples out. I told my sister, I was like, well, I don't know what to do.
You had your own pride fest. It's okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit. And the rhinestones covered the areola areas, so nobody really see anything. It was darker colors. So.
All right. I was not that lucky.
Oh, you had whole teeth?
I had rhinestone all this way, and she just said, nipple over here.
Wait, when you was performing?
It happened, so we narrowed it down
Oh, God.
to like 20 minutes.
Okay. Wait a minute,
Oh,
that
whole
your titty was out?
Girl. Oh,
Started when I was on stage
Taylor, you're
performing.
lying. Wait, nobody was like,
It
hey.
was, okay, so we
No, it
think
was probably like, yeah.
we think that it was dark, so nobody
Yeah.
was like paying attention like that. But
Yeah.
as soon as the flash on the camera, it just lit her all the way up, and I was like, I saw the pictures from my photographer. I was like,
Girl. Oh my God, no.
And I said, did you see these? He's like, oh my God, I didn't even notice. And then he's like, just go through and highlight the ones that you want me to take down. So we took him down, but there were other photographers.
Yeah. Say what? Because I kind of got there like you were on stage as I got there. So
Yeah.
I didn't, otherwise I would have been
Hi, Janet. Hi.
You would have been up there doing your thing anyways. You probably wouldn't even see me because the crowd was dark. When you were up there and you're looking out,
Yeah.
it's like it's dark out there. So all you see is like heads and people in the drink at the bar, but you really can't like.
Shout out to, I wasn't really going to mention it, but shout out to the Good Samaritan by the girls' bathroom who did tell me. She's like, sweetheart, I think you're popping out.
And you didn't got off stage like that. Did my thing. Like you bitches. Yeah, like that was a nice nipple though. You know, it's okay. It's all right. It probably was a nice nipple. You're all right.
Free likes to party, it's fine.
Free nibs.
Yes. I think I'm sexier naked anyway. Like when you put clothes on, then you need a freaking body shaper and some tights, and you're like, ugh.
You ain't lying. Squares right now.
I could just sit here naked, like, ow. And be like, she's got the
I
best
don't ever wear
body.
bras.
No?
I don't.
No, I don't. They give me headaches.
Listen,
Yeah, they give me
they don't
headaches.
feel good. You know, in last cycle, I was more conscious about like wearing them when I did political things. Now I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, because half the time you probably can't notice anyways until like your nipples get hard. But if you have pasties on, you straight. That's how I feel.
I'm of the
Like,
bra wearing community. I have to wear one. Anyway.
Okay, right. Now here we go. Right, you over like, is this girl talk? Like, talk girl talk. Right.
So you have so many amazing things happening and going on, but let's talk about the pop-up pool.
Oh, girl, we gonna hit them like that all fast. Okay,
you
so
want to start? Wait, you tell me.
Oh, she can
Flyers. All right, you guys, I'm gonna drop some gems. I'm gonna shout out to my boy Dion, aka Sophisticated, who is also in the fashion show.
Yes.
If you ever need some quick flyers, go to Walmart and get them printed out at the picture booth.
Mm-hmm.
I got 100 for $9.
Wow.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes, I just happen to walk out. But if you got to pay, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm a klepto and that. I'm just saying I feel like some shit I'm entitled to. So I'm like, if you feel you easy. So I did bring you guys some flyers. This is for you. You know it's online. But yes, ladies, Pop Out Pool Party Part 3 is going down in Gilbert, Arizona, May the 28th, 3 to 9 p.m. That is Memorial Day weekend. So if y'all not doing nothing, Check out all the details on eventbrite.com/pop-out pool party. It's going to show up, how much it is.
Where you find her at?
Oh, this one, I think she was on Google.
I was about to say,
Because I was over here like, this like, that's you. I said, nigga, I ain't there yet. Oh, you see all that ass out back there. I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
But I was like, give me a little, give me a little short, thick one. Yeah, shouts out to my boy Doobie on the flyer. I appreciate you, my nigga. Oh yeah, because we can say niggas and all that, right? Yeah, good. Right? My bad, it's not talking. But yeah, y'all, it's going down. It's gonna be fun. From what I got on here, I got raffles, games, drinks. When I say entertainment, I come from the entertainment background, so I hate it when you go to places and everybody just like standing around, looking like, yeah, we got drinks, but it's like music. Okay, we smoking. No, I'm talking about pool games. We're talking about outside pool games. We're talking about a live DJ. We're talking about raffles and giveaways. So I just want it to be from 3 to 9. As soon as you come through the gates, it's like, okay, we having a motherfucking ball.
Yeah.
So definitely come and like swim. I know us black folks would be really cute, ladies. I understand. We always got that. But I'm just saying, I need y'all to get in the pool.
Gonna
Okay?
swim?
You got some good. Yeah.
Are we gonna stand in the water? Like are we coming with Remy hair or swim hair? Are we wearing lashes, lips? Like how are we coming from Remy?
So you just do outfit swaps. I did too last summer. We had a whole pool party and I did a whole outfit.
And you know what? Let me shout that out because we do have a bathroom accessible with a shower. So if you want to come and you want to bring your clothes because you like, fuck it, I done got wet from 3 to 4. Now niggas is popping up. Now I want to look good. I'm going to that bathroom, shower, put the makeup on. Then you be a part of the real party. But yeah, like I said, you guys, tickets on eventbrite.com/pop-out-pool-party. Check it out and come and see me. I want to see y'all. I want y'all to come.
Are you performing?
Okay, so there's gonna be a performance. So it's the song that I do believe that I sent into you that I have featured with my little sister and Watermelon Drip.
Yeah,
we performed it that night at the Go to Margarita. So as the nighttime kind of falls, you guys, we do get a little not like freaky, but adultish. You know what I'm saying? I like to bring
grown
it in.
and sexy.
It's festivities, bitch. Yeah. We're having fun. So from whipped cream to baby oil. They popping out. Yeah, they popping out. So I'm just saying, once Watermelon Drip plays, you know how every time, I don't know if you guys play that cucumber game, but you put the whipped cream. All that, right? So everybody always wants to see the girls. They like the girls. I'm like, no, nigga, it's y'all time. So I'm going to buy a watermelon, a little small watermelon. We're going to cut it open. And then these fellas is going to show us how they get down. Yeah. Y'all gonna be all up in that thing like this.
Equality.
Wait, the watermelon with the whipped cream?
You know what?
That's what he wants.
You know what? I think I can do you one better.
Peaches.
There's a business called La Quiera during the West Valley, but they do waffle shaped dicks and waffle shaped vaginas.
So I had one and the dick was delicious. The dick, I think it was. Don't they be outside, like on the side? They're like, hey, my cousin, I got the Oreo one, girl.
All the way left, but
I'm serious. But it was delicious too. It's like a pancake.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a pancake.
Yes.
You gotta try it.
They are donating to our raffle as well. So
really? I might need to reach out. Stop playing. Really? Don't tell me that because I'll leave this bitch today. Like, let me get on them because I am looking for any sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm doing raffle baskets, so I'm doing male raffles and female raffles. I like to keep everything fair. And sometimes you pull a raffle, 2 niggas win. No, that's not what we doing.
Yeah.
1 nigga win, 1 female. Oh, and then the twerkini contest. I'm sorry, there's so much going on. Twerkini is bikini and twerking. I made it up myself.
Twerkini.
You can take it if you want to borrow it.
So they're gonna be twerking in the bikini.
And we got a cash prize sponsored by my boy Desert Grover, so there's money involved. I got some judges. I got a male judge and I got a female judge. So I kind of I'm trying to create that because with my first 2 parties, part 1 and part 2, it was kind of like learning what works, learning what doesn't work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm over here like,
I think you have to twerk too.
You have to. You have to. I told DJ, you better not play no slow jams or nothing.
Somebody and enter them into her contest and win that money. Yeah.
Y'all see how they be thinking? I'm just saying, I ain't mad at it. She get up in that moment. She like this. We're like, yeah, we're going to back. Like, okay, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you. But yeah, baby, I really hope that you guys can make it. It's going to be fun. And we're going to have 10 subs. We're going to have like the mister. So a lot of people in Arizona, like, we know that it's hot. So you get that, like, it's too hot. But it's like, well, what the fuck? Get in the pool, get in the water. But I will say, it's really nice. You can check out the promo video. I got it up on my IG, which is Miss Bean MSV33N. Also Pretty Kitty, but this pretty with a 3_602. So if y'all want to see the house, I got the promo video. Shouts out to my little sis. She's my videographer. Juicy Bae, aka
Juicy
Baby. But we got now, I wanted people to be familiarized. Oh yeah, Nail by Nisi. I don't know. She's like the jack of all fucking trades. Our house is like a workhouse. That's all we fucking do. But if y'all want to go in there and see the house, see the layout, I like for people to get familiarized. So when you see where something's going to be, you're more likely to attend.
Right.
That's just like golden rule number one. You're like, yeah, that's really nice.
And I have seen the promo videos. They look super
It
fun.
look good,
I was
huh?
like, I'm going. I'll just be fresh back from nationals. I'll be there.
Okay, nice. Take a load. I'll get you a couple of
Yes.
some
Yes.
food.
Yes.
But yeah, this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to this month, and I'm just blessed and grateful. Shouts out Boss 360 Entertainment, my boy P got it. I really appreciate him for kind of partnering up because just a little bit of a backstory. We won't go too deep into anything, but I was trying to work with a female, and unfortunately that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like I don't understand that because I'm really big on that.
Yeah.
From female DJs, if I can find one, I'm trying to work with that person or another female because I kind of want to build that. Because like you said, it's hard out here for us.
Mhm.
Like, don't nobody really put respect on our name the way
Yeah.
it really needs to be
Yeah.
respected. So
Yeah.
that's another thing I'm saying. Like, you niggas is going to respect me after this one, I promise. Because I'm like a one-man SWAT team.
Yeah.
But I appreciate everybody who's sharing it.
Yeah.
Everybody who's circulating it. And they like,
And you don't
I
have to
appreciate
do
that
stuff alone.
shit.
I got you. Like whatever you
You
need,
know,
I got you.
I need to be more better with that, though.
Yeah. Come
Yeah,
on.
I think I do.
Let's go.
I do be trying to be a one-man SWAT team. I'm really not. I don't know. It just be like that. I'm
Yeah.
It's
just
hard
like,
for Black women to ask for help.
I know. Ain't that strange?
Man. All right. So we have some music.
Oh, do we? Yeah. I brought you guys a little something today. I know which one you want to get in first, but I think the watermelon drip. Yeah, that's the one that I actually done with my little sister. So watermelon drip essentially was never it's not like a sexual song. A lot of people don't understand that because when you hear it and you kind of people,
sexy.
it sounds very sexual.
Yeah.
But my sis had came over, real quick backstory. She came over and she had some detox water. And she had cucumbers, lemons, watermelon. And I was like, what you drinking on? She was like, oh, cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. I'm like, say that again. I was like, girl, we fuck around and make that a song. You playing with me. But shit, y'all not. We going through the day, you know, we smoking, drinking, smoking, we chilling. In the apartments, I think we had a big storm that night. So all the power went out in the whole complex.
Oh, no.
So now we burning candles.
Yeah.
But I'm laid across the couch. I'm like kind of faded. So I'm kind of sleepy. And she's like wired up. She's like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something. My sister's like that. She's like, I'm bored. I'm going to do something. I was like, well, put some.
Why does that sound just like her?
Because she's the youngest.
I love her.
I was like, well, put some beats on. Let's just freestyle. Fuck you. Let's just we'll just freestyle. So she going on YouTube. She finding beats. And she had ran across this particular one. Normally I don't use YouTube beats. That's not what I do. You know what I'm saying? There's no, you know, all the stipulations with that. It's just no good to use YouTube beats. But for this one, we just so happened to had to do this because of how it went. And we end up using her detox water as the hook of the song. So,
Shut up.
yeah. And my sister actually wrote most of her verse, and she's not even a rapper. But she's been around me. I've been doing music since I was 3 years old. So she's always been like my sidekick, whether it was like her on stage with me or us in the studio, or she's just there with me taking my pictures. She's always been like, as she tells me, like my biggest fan. So when we got to actually do the first one, she is.
Lip gloss, eyelashes, videographer, nails. Like she's
she can do makeup. She's a licensed cosmetologist. She can do a little modeling thing.
Amazing,
Yeah,
but she's so endeared to you, and that is it's so beautiful. Like I was like, you know, who inspired you? My big sister. I was like,
when I seen that, I was like, girl, don't make me. I called her up like, bro, you gave me like the dopest shout out ever. Oh, I appreciate it. But yeah, so that record, just a little bit of like some little behind the scenes with that one. So as we started rapping, and when I was rapping it wasn't supposed to sound like that. But then as you know, you start rapping, I was like, now that I listen to it, I was like, it do sound like a sexual record. But my ladies love it. The men love it. The ladies love it. So it is available on all digital platforms. I just, threw it up there. So YouTube, fucking Apple Music, Spotify, all that. So
I love
it.
it.
Actually, because I released the beat. So when you do that, you actually have those rights. You just can't capitalize.
So set it up clearly, and then let's get into it.
All right, y'all. So we are going to go ahead and get into Watermelon Drip, Miss Bean, aka Pimoka, aka Pretty Kitty If You Nasty, featuring my little sis, Nisi Bay, aka Juicy Bay. Drip by drip by drip. Y'all Hello. Cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. How I trip on the nigga, it is my uniform. How I freak on the nigga, I fuck up his mental. I got my sis off in this shit, don't tell him what we do. I'm a real queen bitch when it comes to this shit. I don't play with a nigga, I be ready to switch. Shot that watermelon drip, he be ready to sip. On this watermelon drip. Cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. I drip. Cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. I drip. Drip, watermelon, girl. Drip, watermelon, drip. Watermelon, girl. Drip, watermelon, drip. I dripped on the nigga, now I got him feeling saucy. His hands up on my body, I can't keep this nigga off me. I'm a different kind of drip, that watermelon keep me off. I keep it juicy like this booty, that watermelon keep pushy, never pushy. My energy so exclusive, so really ain't no excuses. I'm dripping like in the movies. I know you wish that you know me. Yeah, I know you wish that you know me. I got that cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. I drip. Cucumber, lemon, watermelon, water. I drip. Drip, watermelon, girl. Drip, watermelon, drip. Watermelon, girl. Drip, watermelon, drip. 30 hertz straight up. Watermelon. Watermelon.
I saw margarita. This is noise. I love
Little mango, is this peach mango?
It's very peachy.
Very peachy.
So that is watermelon drip.
Yep.
That most likely will be performed at the pop out pool party.
As watermelons and peaches, whatever else is being done. That's gonna kind of be at the end.
Watermelons, peaches, and cucumbers.
I'm serious. Y'all think I'm lying? It's probably a lot of
lemons and lemons.
I gotta get some lemons. Oh my god, put lemon juice on asses and stuff like that. We're just having fun, y'all. It's summertime.
I love it.
Y'all been ready to pop out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's been in the pandemic and closed off for like 3 fucking years. So I'm like, come on, let's get out here and have some fun. In Arizona, we have right now, like we're still having like really good weather. I don't know how it's gonna be at the end of May, but I'm saying
it's gonna be hard enough to be in the school. That's fine. Yeah, we got this. So why don't you tell everybody where they can find you on social media?
All social media platforms, Miss Veen, MSV33N. And then YouTube's a little bit different. It's Veen Loca, so it's V33N LLCA. That's kind of like my little alter ego. So that's the only thing different.
Instagram the most.
Yeah, I do. I be trying to get better with Facebook.
Don't mess with her on Messenger because you'll be left on red or not red at all. And then the Instagram,
yeah, I know. I gotta go to Messenger. Like, what am I missing? But oh god, okay.
No, I'm clowning on you a little bit, but I'm the opposite.
Oh really? Oh yeah, no, you're not IG.
I'm always fast.
No, you're not IG.
Messenger.
Yeah.
And then Instagram, I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot about that platform.
Yeah, I think we learned that about each other too.
Yeah,
definitely. And I know you're not like too 420 friendly. You didn't say you were either, right? You guys.
I don't smoke, but I support it and use it for other things.
You don't do edibles either, do you? No.
If I want to be paranoid in a corner somewhere,
maybe so. Well, I did bring some treats today, guys. So I don't know if they gonna eat them, but I know somebody that will behind the camera.
Yeah, you have to give it to me because she be stealing stuff.
That is a gift for you. So Taylor, I know you fuck around a little bit before bed, maybe a bite or two. So that might end up just put in the freezer. Shit might end up lasting you some months, but I want to compare gifts. Something like, I appreciate you. So definitely want to express my gratitude. Yeah.
But see, I just have to peek on the slide.
It's some infused. Girl, I'll be trying to do my branding, y'all. And I actually do my stickers from home. So I got a printer. You buy them off Amazon and big all things. So any entrepreneurs out there, do that shit by yourself. Literally. I got some infused Sour Patch Kids, and I believe did I do a Rice Krispie treat?
Yes.
Kosher Rice Krispie treat because I'm Muslim. So
Kosher.
Yeah, deep gelatin girl.
Literally on your sister's episode, Niecy barely started to pull out the lip gloss and the eyelashes. She came around from the TV, snatched it on camera, and left. I was like, hi,
not your gifts.
Yeah.
So wait, oh no, well. Juicy Bay's in the building. Spiritually, she did bring some stuff. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So before we go, why don't you tell us about this epic drop that is happening very soon?
With Level Up.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, this is a specialty song because a lot of my music right now, it's been, I would say, like kind of not really getting the dust off of me, so to speak. But I had to take back from music. I actually, I dedicated a whole year to building my brand and my business with Pretty Kitty.
Yeah.
And a lot of people,
Which
they
is
think, they think like if you're not rapping, you're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if you're not doing the one thing that they know you for, you're not doing anything else. And people don't understand how hard it is for you to get anything else going. Once you do music, and that I love the stamp that they put on me. But it's like, I'm not just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I have so much other shit going on for
How
myself.
you become
Like,
a mogul? Hello.
you feel me? Like, this ain't just a bar for bar thing for me. I could do that, but I'm like, I'm so well rounded. So with Level Up, I had dropped a couple years ago a song entitled Nothing Matters, and this kind of lines up with that. Because, anybody can, come through, do the fun music, you know what I'm saying? I got bars, I can rap, but as far as capturing somebody's ear, you know what I'm saying, and having them really listening to what you're saying, because Level Up is all about elevating. So you don't have to wait till Monday or Tuesday. You don't have to wait till next week to like start doing something different. Or fucking if you ain't worked out in months, you like, shit, I wish I could just wake up and do a motherfucking crunch and shit like that. Like, as soon as you do that one crunch, to me, you are leveled up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're not.
Start with 5.
Baby. Come on now.
I'm on it right now as we speak.
Yeah, so this
I
record.
got into the push-up position. I was like,
you did.
Beautiful though.
Oh.
You feel good.
We're just going to stop at 10.
Girl, I have never been a workout person, y'all. I've been 4-5 months straight on their ass. I'm conditioning my eyes and squats. I'm in this motherfucker like this. No, but so Level Up, this is why I wanted this to be my single as far as like the summer, because this is Miss V. This is Miss V. So when you hear this record, like I tell anybody out there, you know what I'm saying? It's all about leveling up. You know, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to have progression. Y'all supposed to do this. I can't stay like this.
Yeah.
So I do hope you enjoy it.
I do.
Yeah.
All right, so let's listen to Level Up by Miss V.
Shouts out Hollywood Tay, and he acted a fool. Just so open her best. This was actually being re-recorded, but this was the version. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. 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 I know that I'm blessed. I never look stressed. I'm on to the next. I'm looking my best. I'm as good as it gets. I'm not fucking with them. I got a clue. And we know what to do when we go get that money. Then we all have dinner and talk about nothing important to you. We got nothing to prove. You can just level up. You know, scared of us. As you should be. Cause I'm heavy stepping. You love me. Then you hate me. Cause you kinda mad I'm amazing. And I get money, you wonder how businesses do it. Great, get out of my face, not normal today. This level is up and I cannot contain. Animal spirit, I'm hungry for thanks. I gotta change physical ways, things that I'm thinking, the people I'm greeting, the food that I'm eating, and how I've been sleeping on day-to-day basis. Tell me, what's the occasion? I can rent a Mercedes and really stunt if I really want. This level up is amazing. Every day I keep praying, thinking I long for all that he's given, a wonderful life that's really worth living. I sacrifice whatever I'm given to make sure that my family keep leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveling up. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm the best of the best. I'm leveled up. I'm not like the rest. My energy flex. You feel I'm a threat. I gotta protect my life. I invest trying to get out the hood. No more smoking backwards. I'ma do what I should. My body's a temple. I shine like a pencil. I know that I'm special. Make myself a vessel. Spiritual level, not at the regular. Woo! wanna feel good when you misunderstood, cause you not like the rest and you know you the best. When I manifest, I already possess. Say it ain't so. You can't cause the frequency levels too cold. Leprechaun, I'm really out for the quote. Just for time, I gotta get it and go. Hello, hello, hello. I'm echoing me and I'm all that I need. Hello, hello. You echoing me cause I'm all that you see. Level up, baby, extraordinary. See, I came from a twin, I'm not ordinary. And I don't live in fear, I am order ready. Trigger finger steady, we have war already. The levels I step on, touching this money, I'm hands-on. My energy levels are headstrong. The lessons I'm learning, it ain't wrong. The life that I'm living is real long. And if you like me, you should sing along. Make this one your anthem. Yeah.
Okay, so episode 1 we had Joy's song. She said it's I'm a boss, and this is I'm leveling up. Like all this female music is about.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Yeah, TNG, we got a record together too. Yeah.
Yes, empowering each other and leveling up and supporting.
That's exactly what we're doing, honestly. You as well. Like I'm very blessed to be in this moment and sit next to you guys like this. Like it really does mean a lot.
Like I gotta add that now because hers is she a boss and she know it, and yours is I'm living on like both of them could wake me up in the morning every day, and I'd be like, I'm gonna be a superwoman.
Man, I put that fucking record on girl, and I'll be working out, and I'll be like, man, good, I'm leveling up because I'm ready. I'll be 32 this year in November. Yeah, no,
that's beautiful.
That sounds like I'm leveled up.
Yes,
fucked up.
Yes.
Y'all
Stop telling us we can't do
respect.
stuff because of our age, our weight, or this status or that status. We can do whatever we want, whenever the hell we want, and that's on FemmePowerment. All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna close out with our mental health minute, and
I love it.
I've got this really quick. Pulling it up. All right, so a lot of mental health is triggered from things that have happened to us in our life, and it is how we are able to deal with it in our own individual ways. Some are more successful than others, but either way, it's your journey. But today's mental health minute is to encourage you that just because no one else can heal or do your inner work for you doesn't mean you can, should, or need to do it alone. Right. So if anything is going on with you at all, in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to reach out. There's so many different platforms and ways that you can get help and support. And we also have, Sarah Tyree now that you can also reach out to. I'm always available. You can hit me up in my DMs. You can come over. I'll pour you coffee, have a drink, a shot, whatever. And I love you because that's what I'm here to do in this earth and on this world. So I also have a song called Reach Out. People have told me that it has helped them in their dark moments. But mental health is really important to me, and I think it should be really important to the world. So just because someone doesn't have a broken arm or a broken finger or a broken foot doesn't mean that they're not suffering from what goes on in their mind. So that is our mental health minute, and that wraps up this episode of FemmePowerment. I'm so grateful for tonight's guests. I will have all of their information on how to follow them, where you can reach them on social media, and their website. But please, vote, support, and we will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. My name is Taylor Rene, and this is FemmePowerment.